Have you ever stopped to consider the true price of your possessions? Are they enhancing your life, or are they leading you down a path of ruin? Welcome to our exploration of materialism, a pervasive mindset in our society that prioritizes the accumulation of goods above all else. Yet this mindset can lead us to ruin in ways we often overlook. We'll examine how materialism might prevent or destroy our spiritual life, blind us to the curses of wealth, and bring us unhappiness and anxiety. We'll also ponder how it can end in ultimate futility, obscure many of the best things in life, and spawn independence and self-sufficiency that's far from liberating. Moreover, we'll delve into how materialism leads to pride and elitism, promotes injustice and exploitation, fosters immorality, deteriorates the family, and distracts us from our central purpose. These are weighty issues, each deserving of our attention and reflection. Let's delve deeper into these issues, shall we? Materialism can often come at a high cost, starting with our spiritual lives. An excessive craving for material possessions can easily eclipse our pursuit of spiritual growth and fulfillment. This unbalanced focus not only stunts our spiritual development, but also leaves us feeling hollow and disconnected. We become like ships adrift on a vast material sea, losing sight of the spiritual lighthouse that provides direction and purpose. In essence, materialism can starve our spiritual selves. Often we are so blinded by the glitter of wealth we fail to see its curses. Indeed, wealth can often bring about a sense of isolation as relationships become strained under the weight of financial disparity. The green-eyed monster of envy rears its ugly head, leading to discord and discontent, and the insatiable desire for more, a constant gnawing hunger that can never truly be satisfied. The pursuit of wealth becomes an unending chase, always just out of reach. Wealth, it seems, is a double-edged sword. More possessions often mean more worries. It's a simple truth, yet one we often overlook. As we accumulate more, we shoulder an increasing burden of maintenance and protection. These material possessions, rather than bringing joy, often breed anxiety. The fear of loss, the stress of upkeep, the constant need to have more. It's a cycle that feeds on itself. This isn't happiness, it's a treadmill of worry and dissatisfaction. Materialism in this sense can rob us of our peace of mind. No matter how much we acquire, we can't take it with us when we go. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? We spend our lives chasing after material wealth, but in the face of mortality, it becomes clear that our pursuit is ultimately futile. The grandest mansions, the sleekest cars, the most glittering jewels, none of these can accompany us beyond the veil of life. Materialism, in the end, is a hollow endeavor. In the end, all our possessions are merely temporary. Materialism often obscures the truly valuable things in life. In the constant pursuit of more, we can become blinded to the beauty of the relationships around us, to the joy of experiences that make us feel alive, and to the satisfaction of personal growth. The pursuit of things can never replace the warmth of a friend's smile, the thrill of a new experience, or the pride of personal accomplishment. After all, sometimes the best things in life aren't things at all. Materialism can give us a false sense of independence. Indeed, we can easily fall into the trap of believing that our belongings equate to self-reliance. But in reality, this reliance on material possessions can lead to a false sense of security. We begin to measure our worth, our success, our very identities by what we own, rather than who we are. It's a dangerous illusion that can keep us from realizing our true potential. True independence comes not from what we own, but who we are. Materialism can often lead to exploitation and injustice. It's a game where wealth becomes a measure of worth, fostering an environment where the haves exploit the have-nots. The relentless chase for more can blur the lines of fairness, deepening socioeconomic disparities. Our society, driven by materialistic desires, often overlooks the plight of those who fall behind in this race. Sadly, this unjust system is often justified in the name of progress. In the race for more, it's easy to forget the cost to others. Materialism can also erode our moral compass. The pursuit of possessions, the obsession with having more, can sometimes lead us down a path where we compromise our values, our integrity. We may find ourselves stepping over others in our race to the top, turning a blind eye to the repercussions of our actions, even if they harm those around us. It's a slippery slope that can lead to immoral behavior. Moreover, materialism can lead to the deterioration of family values. Instead of cherishing the bonds of love, trust, and understanding, we may start valuing things more than people. We may neglect our responsibilities towards our family, miss out on precious moments with our children, all for the sake of earning more, owning more. In the end, we need to remember that material possessions are fleeting. They come and go. But the principles we uphold, the values we instill in our children, they last a lifetime. Our possessions should never be more important than our principles. Finally, materialism can distract us from our true purpose. Our lives are a journey, a quest for personal growth, for deep and meaningful connections, for a sense of purpose that transcends the tangible. Yet, an obsession with material wealth can steer us off this path. The allure of the shiny, the new, the expensive can consume our thoughts and energy, leaving little room for the intangible yet invaluable aspects of life. When we're preoccupied with accumulating possessions, we leave less time for self-reflection and self-improvement. Our relationships may suffer, withered by neglect as we chase after the next big purchase. And our sense of purpose, that guiding light that gives our lives direction, can be overshadowed by the bright, blinding glare of materialism. In chasing things, we risk losing sight of what truly matters. Our worth is not determined by what we own, but by who we are, by our actions, our values, and the love we share. So let's not let materialism distract us from our true purpose. So what's the bottom line on materialism? It's clear that the pursuit of material wealth can exact a heavy toll. It can erode our spiritual foundation, blind us to the pitfalls of wealth, and fuel our anxieties. It's a road that ultimately leads to futility, obscuring life's true riches and fostering a false sense of independence. Materialism can breed an unhealthy sense of pride and elitism, promote exploitation and injustice, and even compromise our moral compass, threatening the very fabric of our families. It can distract us from our true purpose, which is to seek fulfillment and contentment not in what we possess, but in who we are and what we contribute to the world. In the grand scheme of things, materialism is a hollow pursuit. It's a journey without a destination, a chase without a prize. Remember, it's not what we own, but who we are and how we live that truly defines us.